Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So I received a message asking me to explain more on different type of internal arts or Qigong. And I think this is a very meaningful question. So I'd like to share with you the following. Usually, we often will hear people say, oh, this look like Tai Chi, this look like Yiquan, this look like internal art, or this look like the Shaolin internal art, so forth, so forth. And what we hear actually is just label, okay? It really do not talk anything about the ingredients. And mostly when people say that, we know they don't really know what it is. They're just using a label. And a lot of people will comment saying that, oh, this person do this Wing Chun, like internal. This person do Wing Chun is like the Tai Chi guy. The Tai Chi guy have this and so forth, so forth, so forth. Those are labeling, okay? So today I'd like to tell you the fact is internal art or Qigong is really specific for what they want to develop or what it's used for. And of course, we need the 6-13-3 as a basic in order to understand what I'm talking about. Okay? In terms of Qigong and the internal martial arts, you really need to know the 6 core elements. And you need to know the 13 state and the 3 system keys, so you'll be able to really know what it is instead of saying, oh yeah, I have a 3 system key too. I have this 6 core element too. A lot of people tell me, oh, they know about the energy, the mind, the body, and they too know Buddhism and so forth, so forth. And time and space and so forth. Seriously, as soon as they say that, I know they don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? So today I'd like to share with you using example on different type of Qigong in general, so you understand what's going on. Okay. Now, internal art come with different goals. When one practice different internal arts, that different internal arts actually designed for different purpose. For example, when we practice the 6 healing sound, it is internal art, it is Qigong, that the purpose is to regulate the internal organs using the breathing. So breathing element is very important there. Okay, the goal is to regulate the internal organs. All other 6 core elements are still there, but the goal is to regulate the internal organs, and breathing is very important. Okay. If we talk about the snake slide wall move, then we know this type of practice is for what? For regulating the Qi flow in general and to make alive every joints. That's what it's for. Okay? So you know this is the Qi flow elements and the physical body element. That is what the key there. Of course, other element involved, but this is the dominant. Okay? And if we talk about the 站桩 ，OK， 是站桩 ，where you don't do anything, or it's like the sitting meditations. Then we know that is to train the settle or stability of the mind element. So standing down there, no, doing nothing. Okay? And say, for example, the person who cultivates the anapanasati, you know that the key is to settle the mind to enter samadhi. Okay? However, it's using the breathing and the mind element, pair that together to get into the samadhi. We know that. Okay, we know what the goal is and what is the core element they are using it. Now, if people is training for jing or force flow, like a different style of internal arts, then we know the core is the handling of the force flow. In the sixth core element, you know the force flow, that means the body element, physical body element involved, the breathing element involved, and the strength of the force flow element involved. This is the key. And of course, the chi flow make it more effective and efficient. But the key is when once you say, oh, this is for training of the or development of the force handling or strength handling, you know right away it is the strength element and the physical body involved, because all the bowls have involved, and then the breathing too, because breathing stuck, everything stuck. So these three components will be there. Okay, the strength element, the body, and then the breathing, because if the body element is not so smooth, you cannot handle that force flow in the body. The breathing is not smooth, cannot do it either. And then if you don't know the strength, then there's no way we can develop thing either. So there's three components there. Okay. Now, speaking about this strength training or the different type of gym, different style have different ways of how to handle this thing. But usually people only stuck in the level of using action and reaction force. Now you can see a lot of YouTube that people say, oh yeah, you stand here, people push there, and then you fly away. That's only make use of action reaction force. Same thing is in the push hand, it's action reaction force. Okay? That is just the first very beginning level. Why I say so? A few days ago, if you watch my YouTube on the talk, the reality of the talk, when I play with Navin, it is not a demo. Why? Because in the real world, the force will come from different angles. You cannot say that just like in the demo, oh yeah, you have 5 people push you one direction. If you're dealing with a guy who is about like Navin, 100 pounds more than me, stronger than me, the force come in can be in different angles. It's no longer one angles. And one has to deal with it. Okay? So a pure demo or showing of the action and reaction force, like, oh yeah, I have a student who pushed me and pulled me and those kind of things, or you put this, it will not work that way because it comes from different directions when everything is in dynamics. Okay. So that's reality. In the fighting situation, that will be the reality. Okay. And that's why a lot of this so-called demo will never work in the real life, because they are only concentrating in one direction instead of the whole 6 directions will take it. Even the guy who can handle the 6 directions it is very tough because everything changing. Okay. Now, the second thing is one have to know the style. Even in Tai Chi, okay, if you look at the young Tai Chi, the way how they're handling the force flow is different from the Chen type. And of course, it was different from the Wing Chun talk. Why? Because every style have its different uniqueness or characteristics of the applications. You want to fight close body like Wing Chun, you cannot use the yang Tai Chi, the big cycle type. You cannot do that. It has to be close. You cannot use one leg, one weight at one leg, another weight. You can. Everything has to be in the feet both. Both legs has to be able to use because it's close body type. It's nothing to do with who good or who bad. Because of their style of the fighting, the force flow will develop differently. Okay. But usually when we look at the YouTube, we saw people demo. That's only the first level, playing with action and reaction force. Preconditions, playing with action reaction force, the demo, or you're touching in flat. That thing will never work in the real life, where this can come from different directions. And that level of stuff is not going to support the characteristics of that style. Because, like Wing Chun, in the Changqiu level, when you get close body, you cannot supplement a Tai Chi way of push hand type or the Jing inside there. No way you can do that. Because there is a different type of a fighting system. Okay? So one cannot just import a Tai Chi into Wing Chun and say, well, there's internal Wing Chun. You cannot do that. Can that be noticed? Sure. One can notice it. And also one cannot say, oh yeah, I want to align this and align that, and there's the internal power. You cannot do that. There's only one angle. When you face in real life, when the thing can come in different angles, that's a different story. So that's the first level stuff which is not useful at all and practical. The second level, when people accommodate the style of the fighting, then that has a pragmatic use of Jing. Like, Tor in the Changqiu. You can use it. But still, will that be able to take the 6 directional in terms of the speed instead of how big your opponent is? That's another question. That's the third level of this thing. So usually everybody stop at the first level and they think that is the whole ultimate. No, there's not. There's second and there's third. Even you know the second, one just not that good at all. The third is going through that. So when you heard about the story of the ancient saying that, oh yeah, such and such can just bounce you away when you touch it. Well, you have to watch out. Is that a real fight, or it is just a demo? Or is it somebody go visit him and then just touch hand? Different story. Okay. Also, if the strike come in is an impulse, totally different story. Can the body respond? This is not demo anymore, this is real life. And you check the history. Rarely those kind of things happen. Meaning that rarely people can do that. Okay? So that's reality. So what I want to share with you today is you need the 613-3. You need to know each of them very carefully. And then you need to know what is the Kung Fu you try to develop via that particular training. Like we in Xulin Tao, we say, oh yeah, we want to practice internal art for this Sampai Fat version. section, or what internal art are you developing? Is that, for your circulations, better handling of hand, for your mind stability, internal organs, or your force flow? Which one? If we don't know which one, we just say, oh yeah, I practice that like Tai Chi. Okay? It doesn't mean anything at all. Or we just say, oh yeah, we meditate. We just be detached. Detached for what? Any Buddhism have to enter samadhi before can detach. If one cell is not even stable, how can one detach? And if one cell do not even have a breathing, which is the full body breathing, how can one have samadhi? So all these things you can trace it. Who have it, who have not have it, who have experience of it, not even talking about who's expert, can be traced, can be tracked down, who have it or who don't have it. Okay? This is the reality of internal art of Qigong. So that's what I'd like to share with you today.